Okay, you know what? Let's see if we can just do what he wants us to do. Where is this? Where is this? Hired you to help carry some spark for him. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Multi, what's up? Loved your Desperados 3 gameplay. Hoping for more. Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked it. You arrive at a small outpost constructed around a strange relic. That's it, Hunter. Thank you for your assistance. Just place the spark under the tarp if you don't mind. You drop the spark and cover it with the tarp. Murkot is visibly relieved once it's out of sight. What's that look for? Is there something on my face? Hesh's work often requires discretion. It occurs to me I have no way to assure yours. We might have a throwdown. Not true. That's what you paid for after all. Okay, maybe not. So with our business concluded, I'll be going now. Just as you're about to leave, a priest emerges from the outpost with a bark of dismay. Trespasser, what do you think you're doing in this holy space? Then Murkot steps in. Priest, this is a hunter I hired to carry the spark. You hired a common grifter? I can't carry the accursed fuel. So there's this whole like backstory that's happening here. Rusty Little. Rusty Little. That's so nice. Thank you, man. No message or anything. That's such a nice donation. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thaddeus, thanks so much as well. Lady Laura, McGrim, Cheddar Bob, Uncle Pete, Jazz Parks, Tao. Thank you guys so much. Welcome back, Colix. There's this whole backstory with these different factions. This cult of Hesh, they don't deal with this certain fuel called Spark. There's another fuel that I don't think they mess with as well. We had to pick some sides between, I think, the Admiralty, which is like a governmental group, and what's the other group called? The Spree or something like that. And they're more of like a resistance kind of group. And we had to pick sides, and we picked the resistance group. So he says he can't carry it. She says you can, Luminari, and you should have. That's why you exist, to prostrate yourself before the abyss. Definitely living up to their culty name, yeah. You are no priest, you're a holy thug, the least of Hesh's reach. Did anyone else see you? There were some barons, but... Barons? How have you failed so miserably? We're going to try to back away slowly. Decide to leave before blades come out. You take 2 steps back, but the priest's attention snaps to you. I'll just... You'll stop right there. Each breath you take threatens to release the secret of our outpost. I think we're throwing down. I think we're throwing down. Hey, Mal, we're this person. We're Sal. This is our character. We're with this other guy right now because we picked him up for a job. So we'll have companions at certain points. Okay, so here we go, chat. If you're new and you haven't seen this game before, this is a good spot to pay attention to. Clearly, it's Hesh's will that you should die here rather than to betray us. Now, at this point in time, we have a decision to make. We can either try to battle via negotiation, or we can battle with a more traditional approach, stabby, okay? Here, if we battle, there's a couple of things we need to pay attention to. A, we have the advantage. So we get the first strike, and we get a bonus action on the first turn, because we're the aggressor. You're going to notice sometimes we are self-defense, sometimes we're the aggressor, and there's advantages and disadvantages to that. But the guy that we're kind of working with right now will dislike us because we're attacking his group, right? And him. And he would jump over to that side. If we make a case for ourselves, and we can get out of this cleanly, no downsides. But we have to have a negotiation argument, which are a lot more complex. So, but we're going to do that anyways because it'll be more fun. So let's do this. Who brought me to you, huh? If not Hesh itself. Hesh will support the rightful endeavor. My man. Gain 2 permit. Okay. I'm not going to do like a full-on tutorial here. I'll give you the very basics of what's going on. Okay. In a negotiation, it's basically our core argument versus their core argument. If you can get that core argument down to 0, think of it just like a health bar, then you win. Okay. We have some passives, so we gain 1 composure at the start of our turn. Composure in a negotiation is like defense. Okay, so any damage that they would want to do to my core argument has to go through my composure first. Okay, this person's core argument is called Zeal, and when an argument of Frina's, this is her name, is removed or destroyed, all other arguments gain 2 resolve. Now, this outer ring, this is what holds your arguments. So you have your core argument, and then you've got like sub-arguments, okay? This argument is here, this whispered rumors, because of the social bane that we have. Think of these up here kind of like artifacts or passive effects that impact your game or your run. Whispered rumors comes in here, and it's at the start of every negotiation. It's the pain in the ass to deal with. It's got a resolve of 5. So when you're attacking other arguments, you can choose to attack their core argument or one of their sub-arguments. Make sense? I also have some stuff over here. So we have the Prayer of Hesh. Add 2 resolve and 2 composure to a friendly argument at the start of Sal's turn. And we have the Voice of the People. Targets an opponent's argument each turn for 2/2 damage. This sub-argument here is currently attacking our sub-argument of Prayer of Hesh. It's going to receive 2 to 6 damage. Unless we can destroy it for 5. Which is possible. Maybe. We can also just give 4 defense to all of our arguments. That would save this. And then we could start to bring down the core argument here. And I think that's probably what we're going to do. Apply 2 composure to a random argument, increased by 1 for each card played this turn. I don't know that we need to do that. Okay. So let's go here. This is going to add some defense to all of these arguments. So this one will survive. Even if it does 6, we'll have enough to keep that around. I don't have any composure to steal, but it's still 0 cost. This is because of one of our boons. Where is it? Or one of our graphs, maybe. Right here, interior drill. So at the start of your turn, we're reducing the cost of a random card in our hand by 1. And that's what this is being impacted by. Oh, you can even see it there. When you highlight that, it says interior drill. That's sick. I didn't know that. We can attack this, or we can go for this argument so that we don't have this 2 to 6 damage continuing. I think that's what we'll aim to do here. This is also going to take 2 damage from Voice of the People, so that will die. Anything else we do, we can try to focus on this. This is going to give us Flatter, Compliment, or Attitude. Attitude we don't really need right now because we don't have any other red cards, so the dominance doesn't help. I think we're going to go... with Compliment. Because we don't have any influence currently, Flatter's not really going to help us. Let's go Compliment. We're going to gain 2 influence, then deal damage equal to half your influence to a random opponent argument. So what influence does, it makes all of our diplomacy cards, so our green cards, it makes them deal maximum damage because most of them have a range. So as an example, in here, these are typically a range of like 1 to 3, but now you can see they're all dealing 3 while we have influence. I can apply 6 composure here to a random argument, but it really doesn't help me. And if I play Lucid Deflection, I can apply 6 composure to something, but then I can't use this card anymore in this negotiation. This one's safe, this one's fine, this one's fine. So I think we're just gonna let this roll. Hey, Kaluma. You didn't miss much at all. We're just doing our first battle, or first negotiation today. Okay. Adds 2 resolve and 2 composure to a friendly argument at the start of Sal's turn. Very, very, very nice. Now this thing, the Wrath of Hesh, is dealing 2 to 3 damage to every argument. Now this one would go down. This one could go down. If I can. Okay, I need to brainstorm because I need cards here. Yeah, nice. So this one is at 0. If we spend an influence, it can be played for free. I need 4 damage though. Maybe I use this and spend two of our influence to gain extra actions. But I might not need to. Here, let's do this. Let's go Evil Eye, so we're going to double the damage. I'm going to put this one here. Any carryover damage that's that goes over and above the resolve of the sub-argument gets applied to the core argument. This one for him adds 1 resolve and 1 composure to a friendly argument at the start of their turn. I think that's fine. And then this inner circle, I don't think I explained as well, but this is what they're planning on doing. So they're going to deploy an argument next turn, and then this is something they're deploying in 3 turns. I guess you know what? I probably could have played Bulldoze there and then went with that rope, but... let's go with Smarts here. So we're going to gain an extra action during our turns. And we'll go here. This is also going to add Dominance. So this is a lot to keep track of, but Dominance makes our hostile cards, so our red cards, do +1 damage. And Influence makes our green cards do their maximum range. I wish arguments worked like this in real life. Wait, are you telling me that they don't? Are you telling me that this is not how real arguments work? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Okay, so this thing again, this Wrath of Hesh is actually pretty scary. It's a lot of damage across all of our arguments. Now, some of these, they can handle it. Like this one would be fine. This one might go down. This one would be fine. So I could ignore that. I'm just worried that if they play a bunch of these, then it's going to become kind of unstoppable, right? If I spend 1 influence, I can deal an additional 4 damage here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's gain influence. This is down to 1. Now if I spend an influence here, then I can deal a ton of damage to the core argument. That's cool. And then we'll do a threaten here to finish this one off. Now we're not taking any damage here. I don't need to apply composure. But what I will do is throw in a permit. So this is kind of like a distraction argument where if this argument takes damage, we're going to deal the damage that it takes to a random enemy argument. Clear? I guess we might as well just apply this. In real life, you can destroy someone's core argument 5 times in a row, but they still won't agree with you. I don't know if these guys end up necessarily agreeing with us. We mostly just like shit talk them into submission, which I'm a fan of. I'm a fan. We're doing really well here. We're managing this really, really well. Prayer of Hesh, that's fine. Tithe, when destroyed, restore 2 resolve for every enemy argument. Okay, so we kind of just want to leave this now, I guess, because we have actually a ton of enemy, or we're the enemy in this case. So we have a lot of arguments. So if we destroy this, they're going to heal quite a bit, and you know, obviously we don't want that. And this is only 2, so we got to be careful. Like if we were to play something like Flatter here, deals 2 bonus damage and hits all opponent arguments. I don't want to do that because then he's going to heal a lot, right? So we can gain smarts. We keep those actions flowing. I think I'm just going to put damage on here. Actually, let's do this. So we'll do a compliment card. So we gain more influence. Oh, that applies to a random one. That could have been bad. And this thing is going to take 4. Let's just give it some composure here. That card won't be able to be played, but then we're almost done here. I think we're going to make it out of here okay. Frina's intents and arguments deploy with +2 damage. Frina's arguments deploy with +2 resolve. That's fine. She's not doing any attacks here. So we can pretty much just go all in. Let's draw 3 cards. 4 to 5 damage. There we go. Slaughtered. Absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Okay. Browbeat we've seen. Now that we're able to start getting additional actions, I could see where that might come in handy. Apply 2 composure to a random argument. Composure, again, is like your defense. Or Evil Eye. I'm a big fan of Evil Eye, but how many do we have? Just the one? Maybe we'll take a second Evil Eye. What's up, Courtney? Keep up the great work. I'm super excited for The Last of Us 2. The first one was the game that led me to your channel. Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited too. That's on Friday. Malicious Marvel, thanks as well. Cork Rest, thank you so much. Immentale, Enigma Marmalade. Enigma Marmalade? Bro, that's good. Trust in Hesh that I'll keep this secret, yeah? So, we didn't beat her with our fists. We didn't beat her with weapons. We beat her with words. We're basically convinced her that she can trust us to keep the secret. And we can. It's true that Tides of the Abyss can't be seen from the surface. Why Hesh would send you. Keep your mouth shut. I'll allow you this place for rest. Oh, cool. At worst, you'll find the faith. At best, you'll be where I can keep an eye on you. So we may have unlocked another location as well. Let's see here. Yeah. Visit the Hesh outpost daily for a blessing or sparring. We have the meat market where we can hire mercenaries. We have the Grogan Dog, where we can buy healing items. I think we're going to go out and do these other things. Let's see what's here. Let's see what this blessing and stuff is all about. I don't know how to access that, but here. Restore 15 resolve. So let's see. Let's ask about this place. What is it you two are doing here anyways? None of your concern. Fine, keep your secrets. Hesh admires a meddler, Sal, but I don't. Just mind your own business. Okay, cool. I'm going to take the blessing. We only need 1. It's daily. So you know what? Let's actually not do it. Let's see if we end up taking some resolve damage later. We can come back here and do that. I think I just joined a cult. Maybe inadvertently. Maybe. Hey, Fireworks. Welcome, buddy. I am back. Learn me more so I can go in prepared. Have you played any more since yesterday, Fireworks? A lady says, I'm new here. I've been watching your series on Alien Isolation. Literally cried with laughter. That was a good game, man. That was a good game. Okay. Should we just go big here? Let's go big. Should we go big? Let's see what happens here. We're going to take on a challenging quest. There's battle and negotiation here. Decent amount of shills. And then we get a graft as well. We're getting pretty full up on grafts. Some of them are close to leveling as well. Okay, Pazlock. Another day older and deeper in debt. He's gotten himself into some money trouble with Ferdinand. Find a way to Pazlock, or for Pazlock to either make money or pay it back slowly. Probably just because I'm going to be dead in a few hours. Really? Maybe, I don't know. Probably. I borrowed money from Ferdinand, but the boss hasn't given me enough shifts to pay it back. Now, Ferdinand, he's part of the Admiralty, this is actually good for us because we are anti-Admiralty. If we had sided with the Admiralty and then we took this job, this would maybe be a bit more complex because we would have to piss this guy off, which we wouldn't want to do. Did you already find out how to get rid of grafts to open slots? No, I have not. So let's not. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Hold your horses. Asluck has real trouble with money. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Unless you could help me out. What do you think? I'm a bit concerned about the difficulty, but we've been doing really well to this point. I think we've taken on 2-star challenges. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Now, this is one thing I love about this game. So there's like friendly arguments and then like arguments where you're trying to manipulate people that are against you. And so here we're going to try to haggle for a better deal, which should be really easy. He's got really low resolve. We're a bounty hunter after all. We got to get paid. We got to get that moolah. So we're going to see if we can get more out of him for doing this job. We're going to need a little bit more money. Okay, so we're getting... This does 10 damage. Oh, but it can't target core arguments. Still cool. Now he's coming in with a bunch of stuff here. Okay, this is gonna be cool. Okay, so what does he got going on? This is the Whispered Rumors with 6 resolve. He's got these bonus bounties here. When destroyed, add 34 shills to your bonus, reduced by 25% at the end of your turn. When destroyed, Pazlock gains 1 impatience. And impatience means the owner's intents and arguments deploy with extra damage. Owner's arguments deploy with +2 resolve. So we can go for these for more money. But we kind of want to do this towards the end. But it looks like every turn that we don't do it, it's going to reduce by 25%. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So we're going to go buy the book and target this big one. How about I give you another 99 shills? Yeah, that's cool. So his intents and arguments deploy with +2 damage. So the one that's already here isn't going to do additional. And that looks like it's hitting this spot. So I could give composure here. Actually, if I just do a core attack, we're going to gain the composure from this too. So we're totally safe. And then let's defend this one. And we could probably kill him on the next turn. I don't need to gain any actions here because that doesn't really help me. I could go bulldoze where we gain an action. But I think we're just going to kill his core argument next. So you can friendly convince, unfriendly convince, and just go beat a killer. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Okay, we need 4. None of these, well, these do a bit of damage, but let's draw some cards here. We're going to take a ton of damage if we don't kill him. It looks like we're going to be fine. This will boost our other hostile cards. This is only 4. Let me put this on. We got the -1. We actually have a bunch to go through here. Apply composure to a random argument. Let's go Evil Eye. 4 to 10. I need 7. That's streamer luck, ladies and gentlemen. Streamer luck. Hey, Falster, what's up, man? How's it going? The logic is perfect. Oh no, I have no money to pay back my debt. Let's hire a bounty hunter and give her all of my money so she can get me more time to get the money I need to pay back my debt. My name is Jeff. Jeff, you're from the last Darkest Dungeon playthrough, aren't you? Is there a lot of deck building in this? It looks awesome, but I'm terrible at building decks. So yes, you have to build decks. You have 2 that you're actually needing to build. But it's pretty straightforward. Sitting in the car waiting for a friend to show up. Sounds spicy. You still get the bonus money if you didn't destroy the money side arguments? I don't think so. I think that's the first time we've ran up against something like that. And I feel like that is the main objective of that, is to get those bounties. And I probably should have tried to get the other one, but with all that damage coming in, I didn't want to like hit my resolve too hard. I know we had that other place, so maybe I could have accepted some of that damage and then healed it off later, but anyways, we get to pick another card if we want. Here's another Evil Eye. This is a big amount of composure, but you got to spend 2 of your influence. I think this might be too many Evil Eyes. I'm just going to take the shills, and we have some card upgrades here. So Evil Eye is getting upgraded now. The way that these upgrades work is out of the pool of upgrades for that specific card, the game is going to pick 2 of them, and you get to pick one. So the damage of the next 2 cards played this turn is doubled. That's insanely good. The damage of the next card played this, so this becomes free, which is also really nice. But I think we go with the damage of the next 2 cards. Now we got boosted Evil Eye. We're gonna have a boosted Threaten here, 3 to 4 damage, or we can buff it where we draw a card after playing it. I'm a big fan of like not having this huge disparity. So like here, this is so much more of a consistent card. This one, that draw might help you, it might not, and it might not do good damage, but we can guarantee damage here. Yeah, very spicy, gonna hang out with an old coworker. Well, I don't, depends on who the coworker is, Falster. It might be spicy, might not be spicy, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you an extra 109 shills if you finish the job. That comes to 204 shills. You better not fail. He seems just exasperated. In a way, I feel bad that we kind of took advantage of this guy. But, like, it's better me than someone else, in my opinion. So the cards level up automatically, or is it based on usage? Based on usage. Yeah. Is adding the composure the equivalent of just not listening to their arguments? Composure's more like, you know how if you're in a debate and somebody's slinging really good arguments at you and you could like get off your path of what you wanted to accomplish? That's how I look at composure. Like, no, I got this. We're cool. I got this. We're cool. Okay. So we have a choice to make here. Talk to Ferdinand, or optional, talk to Cadwa, the Admiralty clerk. Pazlock has asked you to convince Ferdinand to give him more favorable repayment terms. Alternatively, if you can convince Cadwa to give Pazlock more shifts at the dig site, they'll be able to keep up with their payments. What do you guys think we should do? I feel like convincing to give more shifts would be better, so we can keep up with his payments. Or we can go straight to the source. So how much composure is okay, Boomer? I would love, I'm not gonna lie, I would love if the devs added an okay Boomer card to somebody's like core argument. Like maybe one of the characters out of the 6 million that are in here, give somebody like the okay Boomer core argument. One says shifts, one says the source. The artwork is very klei, reminds me of Invisible Ink. Yeah, they have a really unique and specific art style. Okay, Grifter. Yeah, that would actually be good too. That would be good too. Both of these are going to be negotiations. We're convincing. It seems pretty split. Shifts should be better in the long run. Yeah, I think we're going to get good favor with Pazlock either way. But you know what? I kind of hate the Admiralty at this point. So I'm going to actually, I am going to go to, well, hold on. Can we do both? Can we do both is the question. Because this does say optional. This does say optional, and I'm wondering if we could do this and get better repayment terms. Let's try it. There's only one way to find out, right? Cadwa, what's up, my man? The name Cadwa comes from an old folk story about outsmarting a cruel foreman, but as the bureaucrat, this Cadwa definitely has the upper hand. Another day in the feud. Oh, see, like, we can just, like, beat him up. It would be easy, too. Well, pretty easy. He's got 40 resolve. That's going to be the highest resolve that we've gone up against, though. Okay. Let's try it. You're Pazlok's boss, right? What would you say to giving him a bit more work? That lazy sod? Why in Hesh's bubbly name would I do that? Just listen, okay? So this is from him. That composure at the start of each turn. Damage spills over to this argument before the core argument. Oh, cool. So his core argument, at the start of his turn, incept planted evidence. Oh, jeez. If one does not exist. Now, planted evidence, he'll put planted evidence on our side and then destroy it, and that does additional damage to us. Okay. Can I deal with this? Can I get 6 damage here? Like, maybe so far. Let's do an improvise. We could incept 2 vulnerability so that our cards do more damage. Or I could take a 0 to 4 and hope that we do something nice there. All resolve losses increased by 1. So let's do this. Let's incept this over to his side. Now if I go here, see how it's going from 1 to 3 to 2 to 4? This is also going to gain us some composure, which gives us the block necessary. I only got 3, unfortunately. But if I go here, we're 2 to 5. The odds are in our favor that this works. The other option we could do here is brainstorm and try to get something that's a little bit more guaranteed, like a pale fast talk here, or an intrigue, or one of these bad boys. Just so we can guarantee destroy this. And if we don't get a good card, then we can still play this and hope for the best. Cool. We didn't get a good card. So we're gonna hope for the best. Okay, we got it. Good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Spend 2 influence, gain actions. We're going to leave that. He's got this vulnerability now, so he takes more damage. We're blocking all of this. The core argument's getting attacked by the voice of the people. Yeah, cool. Not easy. Notice the 3-star bodyguard in the background. Sorry, were you talking about our previous choice? Now he's got Paper Pusher. Insert a baffled card into Sal's draw pile at the beginning of Cadwa's turn. So I can't play this. At the end of your turn, take 2 resolve damage and expend this card. Okay. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 3 to 6 damage. It's got 4 resolve. I think Bulldoze is going to come in handy here. Spend an influence. We don't have any influence on us. We could throw in a permit here as a distraction. Or we could just buff all of our arguments right now. He put this planted evidence in, which is really going to suck. That's gonna give us a ton of damage. And there's no way I can really stop that. Even if I go 4 composure here, I think I will, because the spillover is gonna hurt us quite a bit. It's also gonna protect Voice of the People. But now... I think we go here. It's going to do 3 to 4. I need the 4. I need the 4. Got the 4. Okay. We're mitigating some of this. So that's good. And then I think we'll do... We'll hit his core argument a little bit here. So he's still going to blow up the planted evidence. There's the baffled card. Hey, that's not so bad. At the end of your turn, take 2 resolve damage and expend this card. So there's nothing I can do about that because we don't have a lot of discard cards, unfortunately. Have you played the second character? He's up your alley. Coin flip chances all over the place. No, I haven't actually. But I think I'm going to go as far as I can with this character today. And then for tomorrow's stream, we'll try the new character. And that way we'll have like a super solid grasp of like most of the mechanics. And then we'll go into like the coin flip thing. I think that would be really fun. Can you apply your attack cards to your own arguments? Good question. I actually don't know about that. Let's close this. What is this saying? Frisk. At the start of Cadwa's turn, steal 10 shills from Sal and remove 1 frisk. I gotta get rid of that. Okay, let's go boosted evil eye here. 2 to 6. And then this big damage on the core argument. This one's safe, and then we'll apply composure to our core argument as well. And this, we're gonna take 2 resolve damage. That's life. Okay. How much time is needed to complete a run? So when I was talking to them before I got access to the game, they were saying that that they've seen a full 5-day run done in as little as 3 hours. But that's like, you're not reading any dialogue. You're going like super quick. I'm estimating a run to take about 5 to 6 hours if you're like playing at a normal speed. Okay, where's this 4 going? It's going up here, which is going to be fine. This is going to help us gain influence. Okay, let's go Evil Eye. Big damage on the core argument here. Gain some influence. And we'll throw in a hard facts, because why not? 5 composure over there. So we've lost, I think, a total of 2 or 3. 2 or 3 total resolve. It's not bad. It's got more planted evidence. Let's improvise a card here. Deploy bait. This must be targeted before anything else. Gains 2 resolve for each count of bait. An argument with 0 resolve. I think I'm going to take this one just so we can get some damage going. And because we have influence... Oh yeah, right. Because we have influence, we guarantee this damage. That's nice. If I gain more actions, that doesn't even help me play these... I can't play anything else. So let's gain 3 smarts here, so we get those extra actions later. We'll go composure on our core argument, because that's going to get hit by the evidence. I think we leave the rest. If I go fast, I can complete a full run in about 3 hours. Yeah, there you go. That's bang on to what I was saying, so. Oof. That was actually quite a bit, but remember, we have that other building where we can regain our composure, and we're in a pretty solid spot here. Not bad. That actually gives me a lot of confidence, being able to best somebody like that. Okay. Attack a random enemy argument once for each enemy argument. Ooh. That's kind of nice. Or I can go into more card draw. We have one brainstorm. I think let's take this over bear and try this out. If I run, I'm sick. Sorry about that, man. You should just don't run. Just walk everywhere. Take your time. Everyone's in such a rush these days. All these young kids. Apply 6 composure and expend. Or restore 5 resolve. And destroy this card completely. Ooh, interesting. You don't have a lot of situations where you can restore resolve. So that's why this is nice. It's like a 5 heal. But then the card's gone. And this is a 6 composure you can use once. I think I'm going to stick with that. Aslock's desperate, and I hear desperation works like a charm for productivity. Don't you want employees who are too afraid to talk back or complain? Yeah, that would be nice. We got an extra shipment that needs taken care of, but most won't work after dark. Say it's too dangerous or some such. Tell Paslock to go get started. He can take triple shifts until we meet quota. Excellent. I'm sure he'll be very grateful. Okay, so it seems like it wasn't a both situation. We couldn't pull off both. Fine by me. It's fine by me. We'll tell him we got him more shifts. Not only be able to make up your payments, but you won't have time to rack up any more debts. That's great, but for some reason I don't feel happy. Yeah. Can't imagine why not. Thanks all the same. I better report to Cadwa before she gives my shifts away, though. Paslock likes you. So even though he's not happy, he still likes us. I wonder if we'd gone with the other option, if he would love us and we could have got his boon. But I can't recall many situations, if any, where people went from neutral to love, unless we bought them. Which is fine. And I think this here, this boon from Lily, the wealthy merchant, is what let us negotiate for the higher quest rewards there. 204 shields. Guys, we are like rolling in cash right now. Okay, so let's check out our graphs. Now, we only have an empty slot in the battle graphs, so I'm leaning more towards these. If we install this illicit shifter, it's going to upgrade 3 random battle cards. That's really cool. Gaining 10 extra health would take us to 71 out of 75. Is really cool as well. All cards gain 1 minimum damage. It's not bad. What do you guys think? We took a graft, I believe it was a graft for higher resolve. Yeah. So we took this. How does this upgrade? Then you get 10. Go buy more friends? Yeah, I think I'm going to. Because we have a lot of cash. What I like these upgrading random battle cards. And, well, it's pretty easy to figure out which ones are going to get upgraded. These are eligible. This is eligible. This is eligible. My question is, if I were to install this illicit shifter, we get those 3 upgrades. And it says it's when it's installed. So down the road, if we can remove these, this would obviously be a good one to remove, right? I don't think it would take away those upgrades. We're close to upgrading a lot of them already. That's kind of what I was looking at. Like this one's really close. These are halfway. This is close. This is close. This is close. Oh yeah, we have the stabs, which are really close. So I think we'll go health. Okay. It's nighttime. We're getting near the end of day 2 here. This place is... Oh, interesting. This place where you could hire people, maybe that's closed at night. Pick a side and start working for one of the factions in Murder Bay. Merchants are here. Let's go here for that daily blessing before it's too late. Krog approaches you wearing a smile like a grease stain. Fancy a wager? What kind? Just a game of chance, friend. I'll flip this shill. You call it in the air. Double your money if the fates are on your side. Oh my god. Go big or go home, chat, right? That's what I always say. I don't say that. Wouldn't be here if the fates weren't usually on my side. Excellent. That's the kind of overconfidence I like to hear. With a wink, Krog tosses a coin high in the air. I feel like we're getting screwed here. Call it heads or tails. Heads or snails, chat. Heads or snails. We're getting scammed. I'm sure of it. Snails? Well, looks like I won. What? Krog looks disappointedly down at the coin. Sure enough, you called it. Oh, we actually did win. You could take your winnings now, or you could double your haul. No, we're good. I'll just take what's mine and be on my way. Well, you see... Oh, wait, he doesn't have the cash, does he? That's funny. You're telling me you're a little short. I'd say I'm pretty average in height, actually. I can only give you 75 shills. You understand, right? Or we can beat him up. And he'll dislike us. Fine. Guess there's no harm done if you just give me what you can. No harm done, no hard feelings. See you later, Krog. I'll be watching you. Okay, let's get that blessing. 15 resolve. Yes, please. Okay. Hesh has the fingers of a... Oh, sorry. Hesh has the stingers of a jellyfish. Its touch doesn't come without consequence. I do feel different. I feel more argumentative. Network error 2000? Just refresh. Twitch does that sometimes. Hey, Omareed. Thanks for stopping by. What'd you think of the video that you were watching? Okay, I want to check out the merchants here because we have a little bit of cash. Well, that is quite the route. Sitting conspicuously by the side of the road, you notice an old shrine. It doesn't look Heshian. You can make an offering, choose, remove a chosen negotiation card, or upgrade a chosen negotiation card. I feel pretty good about most of my negotiation cards. If I was going to remove one, it would probably be Bulldoze, only because it's expensive, but sometimes it does get reduced because of our graphs and boons and stuff. Let's try to upgrade. So I shouldn't upgrade one that's really close. That makes sense. Maybe we could just upgrade this bad boy. Bulldoze is close as well. Yeah, let's upgrade Overbear. So now, attack a random enemy argument once and draw a card for each enemy argument. Okay. Attack a random enemy argument once for each enemy argument, but it does 1 to 5. Now, is the for each enemy argument part only applied to draw a card? Or is it also applying to the damage? Has Christopher Odd played Oddworld New and Tasty? No, I haven't. Kind of looks like that game with the ancient golem boss at the end. Are you talking about Banner Saga? I mean, that's decent for when your enemy has an extra argument. Well, a lot of times you've seen like they'll have like usually about 3 to 4 going. Wouldn't make sense if it suddenly didn't apply to damage anymore. Yeah. Well, I think we'll take the card draw. Place a hand on the worn pedestal and take a moment to reflect on the here and now. Guess even old gods die eventually, huh? Surprisingly, the notion brings you comfort. You spend the rest of your walk mulling it over. I like that this game has a good mix of like of quests that you're like going towards. You're like, I'm choosing to go and do this. But then along the way, just like that, random things can happen. Good, bad, whatever. Okay. So this dude, Vendor of Beasts, he dislikes us. Plaka likes us. We should talk to these people. We don't need to go through all of their dialogue, but we just want to see what they have. Buy cards or remove a battle card. Okay. 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 Let's look at the expensive cards. Whenever you improvise a card, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. So... Wait, this is a battle card, right? We have Fight Dirty. We have Specialty that give us improvised cards. I don't know if it's that good. Discard your hand and draw 5 new ones. Could come in handy. Actually, if I want, we could buy these other 2 improvised cards and take this, and then it gets really good. The only downside is this combo we don't really have a good use for yet. But yeah, let's try it. I don't know if there's anything I want to remove yet. I think we're good. I don't think we need to remove anything. What do you sell? Remove negotiation cards or buy negotiation cards. When you play diplomacy, apply 2 composure to a random argument. So, green cards are diplomacy cards. Red cards are hostility cards, in case anybody's wondering. How does this work? Oh, you have to... Yeah, that's got to evoke. So you have to play 4 hostility cards in a single turn. And notice, like, our negotiation deck is mainly diplomacy cards. Like, these ones are technically hostility cards, but, like... we don't have a lot to follow those up with. You know what I'm saying? Odd really hates removing crappy starter cards. Yeah, because I don't know the long-term strategy of this game yet. And also, because the way that this game works where you're upgrading your base cards can turn into not crappy base cards. So it's really just a guess for me at this point. Your next card this turn costs 0 actions. We only have 1 high cost card, and that's Bulldoze. And this one costs 3 though. Whenever you play a diplomacy card, apply 2 composure to a random argument. It's so expensive, I feel like I'm never going to play it. I think I'll take another hard facts, and I'm going to take another evil eye. Ask to see the wild Shruglet. Ask to see the wild Vrock, or buy cards here. Apply 2 bleed, draw a card, destroy after 1 use. I'm not a huge fan of these destroy cards. Let's see the Shrooglet. The juvenile shroog. It's just a juvenile shroog. Apex predators in the land of apex predators. We can buy them. Relationship with Frolic of the Beasts is 50% surcharge. Okay. That could be kind of cool. Let's look at the Wild Vrock. Seen the Admiralty use these? They're like birds. They're smart. And they're tough like birds. But they don't fly away, so they're easier to catch. Well, this one's really expensive. And what's crazy is, like, we don't know anything about these. Okay, before we do that, let's go here. We have a better relationship with this. Oh, we can buy graphs even. That's right. That's right. We can unlock an extra slot, but we lose 15 HP if we do that. Purchase Rage Egg. At the start of each battle, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many new cards. Oh yeah, at the start of each battle. No. When you improvise an attack card, temporarily gain 2 power. That could actually work with us, but we can't afford it. Do you think we should add a graph slot or what? What's up, Vinny? I think we should... Do you remember back... We had a graft, I think it was, that wouldn't allow us to have pets. It was an option that we could have picked. So these are, I guess, the pets, right? That we can hire. We're gonna get ourselves a little wild Shrooglet. Come on, buddy. We'll name him Walter. Walter the Wild Shrooglet. Hey, Walty? Walty was like passed out. Oh, what's this now? You can upgrade your Wild Shrooglet. You can heal them. I gotta become buds with this guy. Here. This is the real Walter. Currently